I love dessert, Zoe. It's one of my favourite parts of the day when dessert comes out of the oven. We put some ice cream on it and we sit down and relax. So this is an apple and blueberry pie or crumble on top. I've got a bowl here and I have a big block of unsalted butter here that it's at room temperature and I've cut it into cubes. I'm going to throw that into the bowl now. Now, Zoe, normally this is when I would get into this, but I reckon I need to get you onto this. I need to get you into this sort of stuff.
I'm going to take the rings off. I'm going to get serious.
Take the rings off, and to that I'm going to add about a cup of rolled oats and a cup of coconut. There we go. And I'm going to add some flour, about a cup of flour, and I want you to rub it together. And by rubbing it together, the butter coats the flour and the oats, and you're probably looking at that thinking, Adrian, that's not sweet enough, is it?
I am, it's fine. It's not, you've got the beautiful apples and blueberries to sweeten it up.
It's all right, Zoe, there's sugar going into it. I know you're worried about that. I've got about half a cup of brown sugar in there. You can use whatever sugar you like, but I really like this brown sugar. It's got a great sort of molassesy, caramelly sort of flavour, and it gives it a good colour as well.
I'm glad you're using the brown sugar at least.
I love it, I love it. Now, I've got the apples here, and these are Granny Smith apples. I've cut them, I've peeled them first. Cut them into 6 little wedges and then taken the core out of them. Took me ages to do, so it's probably a job you want to get someone else to do. And to that I'm going to add, well, let's say, about 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar. And to that I'm going to add some icing sugar as well. I like the way the icing sugar coats the apples and also helps to thicken it up as well.
And it just sweetens it up, everybody. Way too much. Way too much.
So there's 2 sugars in. You're probably thinking that's about all I could do.
That's all you need.
I'm going to put some maple syrup in here as well.
I love the maple syrup.
Maple syrup's great. I mean, it could use golden syrup, you could use molasses, could use any of those things. Honey you could use as well. What's that, agave stuff as well? Whatever you want, but I love the maple syrup. Brandy as well to give it a bit of an adult flavour. And there's about 1/3 of a cup of brandy in there.
This is definitely not the kid version. For one big reason, forget the alcohol, the quantity of sugar.
Well, it could be. If you're going to send the kids off to someone else to look after, you can give them this and then run. Now, I've got 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon goes in there.
I love your parenting tips. Thank you. I'm taking notes.
There we go. See, I'm going. And I've got some blueberries here. I've got 4 punnets of 125 grams. So what's that? That's 500 grams of blueberries in here. Gee, the maths are pretty good. In they go. I love blueberries. I love the way the blueberries, when they cook, they sort of explode a little bit. And they go...
colour.
Exactly.
The colour's awesome.
Now, I'm just going to give this a bit of a stir around with a wooden spoon. How are you going with that there?
I'm pretty good on that.
There we go.
I feel like I've blended it all together.
Now, I've got a baking dish here, and what I'm going to do is pour the apples, the blueberries, and this mixture straight into a nice, big, heavy baking dish. There we go. In goes the bowl. Look at that, full of that sweet goodness. Now, I'm going to grab this mixture here, and this is what you do. You sort of, it's nice and crumbly, and I just spread it over the top there like that, just so it gets nice, a nice little crust over the top, and you just break it apart.
It's almost like a bit of like an Anzac biscuit, you know, that lovely flavour that it has.
It is, and you just sort of spread it out. I mean, the oats are the healthy part of this, isn't it? I think it's the only bit that's...
The oats are the good B vitamins, good fibre, low GI. The rest of it, I don't even think the oats can counterbalance the rest of the sugar and the butter.
Now, this is going to go into the oven at about 175 degrees Celsius. It'll take about 30 minutes to 40 minutes to cook. You'll know it's cooked, it'll be sunk down, it'll be golden on top, and it'll be bubbling around the outside. Into the oven we go. Look at that.
That is a serious crumble, Adrian, but...
I can just stop here and just enjoy that, just soak up all the flavour and...
What, you mean those 4 sugars that you added to it? Oh, no, there's more!
I think I'm about to break a record here. 5 sugars on the one dish. What do you think of that? There we go, dust that. It makes it look nice and dainty now, doesn't it? Looks like the snow's falling on top of it.
That's one way. But anyway, let's just try it. Let's get on with it.
There we go. So I'm going to go straight in here and look at that nice crust on top. All the juices there, which, you know, are going to be soaked up by that crumble. A little bit of that on top of there. Look at that, fantastic. We can't stop there. We need some ice cream, Zoe.
Oh, right.
What do you think?
We need more sweetness because, I mean, just in case we didn't have enough sweetness already, we're going to add some ice cream.
I'll put a little scoop of ice cream there, just on the side there, but I want you to taste that. I want you to tell me what you think. Is that really tasty and delicious and sweet and crunchy with the top of it there?
You know what? It's very comforting. It does make you feel like a kid when you're having something like this, but I probably would take out a lot of the sugar and I would keep it a little bit more whole food for me, Adrian, as you know.
Whole food, that is the package for me. It's got all the stuff I need. It's a cracker for dessert. I mean, that's about all you could eat. I could probably have another scoop of ice cream, though.
You know what? You have the scoop of ice cream. I think we've done 3 awesome pies. We've ended on something really, really sweet. So you know what? You need to go for a run around the block.
I'll finish this first.